Yesterday, Seattle Seahawks safety Jamal Adams got the big deal, and this was kind of, we haven't really been tracking this on the show too much. It was a lot of oh, he's gonna get the deal, oh, he's not gonna get the deal, he's gonna play under the franchise tag, they're not gonna sign him this season, they're not gonna have any talk. So it was a lot of just every day something new that it was just a little tiresome to really kind of keep up with. But they end up signing him, folks. Jamal Adams has reached an agreement on a 4-year $70 million contract extension with the Seattle Seahawks that includes a $38 million guaranteed. Oof, love. I mean, when I see those big guaranteed numbers, I mean, folks, that is instantly waking up and money in your bank account. I mean, folks, it's fantastic. Instantly waking up with $38 million in your bank account. I don't know how I go to work after that. I don't know how I go to practice after that. It's like, yeah, I think I'm going to hit the snooze. I'm going to call it. I'll see you tomorrow. But today, geez, I got money dreams going on. So, highest paid safety now in the league. And is that right? I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. I think I put Tyrann Mathieu slightly above Jamal Adams. Jamal Adams is a great kind of, he's one of these roaming safeties, so he's not going to have the big interception numbers. He's not going to have the big pass defense numbers. He's blitzing all over the place. He will be lined up anywhere and at any time out there on the field, and that's what we love, these roaming safeties, the Jamal Adams, the Tyrann Mathieu, the Minkah Fitzpatricks, that really just do everything so well and, just make it a menace for the opposing team's offense, because you really have to account for wherever these guys are lined up on any single play. So Jamal Adams, now the highest paid safety. So let's see what he has to say about it. Now that, he bet on himself. It paid off. He never really officially held out here for Seattle. But, once again, he was like, hey, I want the money. I want the money. I'm not going to kind of, sign a team-friendly deal. I want it all. I want to be the highest paid safety because that's what I think I'm earned. So once again, I've got no problems with players betting on themselves, trying to get all the money. I'm all about it, and that's exactly what Jamal Adams did, and it pays off. So let's see what he has to say about this. Let's get a little kind of update on the entire Jamal Adams situation as well. So let's kind of decently go into this article. It's not too long, and we'll try to go as quickly and skip what we need to skip. But here we go. The standoff between Jamal Adams and the Seattle Seahawks is over. Adams is now the highest paid safety in the NFL. NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reported Tuesday that Adams agreed to a 4-year, $70 million contract with $38 million guaranteed. The $17.5 million per year average in new money blasts past the Broncos' Justin Simmons at $15.25 million as the highest among all safeties. Justin Simmons was the highest until yesterday. Landon Collins is the only safety to have received more guaranteed money, $44.5 million, but that came on a 6-year deal. Adams' deal has a maximum value of $72 million, NFL Network's Mike Garofalo reported, meaning the safety could end up making $18 million per year. Jeez, sheesh, pay me $18 million a year. Gosh dang. The same as currently top-paid Seahawks teammate Bobby Wagner earns if he hits team and individual performances incentives. Adams was entering the final year of his rookie contract, slated to earn $9.86 million. Now he's under contract through 2025. While much consternation characterized contract talks, or reported lack thereof, between Adams reps and Seahawks of late, all the worrying and pontificating goes up in smoke. The deal is done, and Adams followed with his return to practice on Tuesday afternoon. So once again, I mean, they just put it out there right here. I mean, folks, it was literally like, so this deal happened yesterday or today? This deal happened, when did this happen? Yesterday. So 2 days ago, it was literally like, there was reports coming out that they're done with talks and they're not going to talk about it for the rest of the season. So, and then the very next day, he gets the deal done. So that's why we didn't really kind of talk about the story too much on the show. All right, let's see what Jamal Adams says here. Quote by him. Quote, I believe in myself and I believe in what I can do on the football field. All I needed was somebody to believe in me, and those guys upstairs, they believed in me, and they took a chance, and all I can do is just continue to produce and continue to work my tail off and win ball games, man. And that's why players want to get paid, because it is a sign of respect and a sign of good faith. Hey, if y'all aren't paying me, the league high, y'all see all the other numbers of the safeties. If you're not paying me what they're getting, you don't believe that I can perform at the high level, and y'all don't really kind of respect me in that kind of regard, in that sense, and y'all don't really think I can play as well as them. So I'm taking that as a sign of disrespect. And that classic Michael Jordan quote from the Last Dance documentary, and I took that personally. Oh, you're not going to make me the highest paid safety, or even the second highest paid or third highest paid? You want to make me the fifth highest paid safety? Oh, I took that personally. Okay, you just woke up the beast, and you're going to see yourself in some hell in some negotiation rooms, because I'm worth it. I've proven I'm worth it, and I'm going to get the money. It's going to be here, or somebody else is going to get the money, or somebody else is going to give me the money, and I'm going to, ball out for them. Do you want to kind of, face me week 16, 2 years from now, and, both of our playoffs lives are on the line. Only one of our teams can get in there, and I'm beating your ass when you had a chance to sign me and lock me up for 5 years? You don't want that, do you? Make me the highest paid safety. Jamal Adams gets it done. So that's the only quote there by Jamal Adams. Betting on himself, you got to believe in it. All right, let's see if there's anything else we have to kind of talk about here. So let's see what we get in this article. We'll keep going until it's trashed. Here we go. There was never any question the Seahawks were prepared to make Adams the highest paid safety in the league. There was never any question, really? Because, we were going, weeks and weeks back and forth about, them not signing him and them not getting the long-term deal done and stopping negotiations. Okay. Rappaport and Garofalo continuously reported that would ultimately be the case. The bigger question was the guarantees in the pay structure. The Seahawks inherited all the risk when trading 2 first-round picks to the New York Jets for the former number 6 overall selection. Doing so gave Adams insane leverage. Truly that. Hey, you wasted 2 first-round picks on me, and now you're not going to pay me? I'll walk. I got no problem with that. My contract's up. I'm not under contract no more. I'm gone. The Seahawks were never going to let the star safety walk after paying such a high price to acquire him. So that's basically where we are at with Jamal Adams, now the highest paid safety in the league. And quickly, let's just see how, his stats stack up against other kind of safeties here. We have the top 9 highest paid safeties. We'll probably only kind of focus on like the top 5 here. But going into this deal, so this doesn't reflect the deal. Now, Jamal Adams is the number 1 safety, but we got Broncos safety Justin Simmons, now number 2 at $15.25 million. We got Cardinal safeties Budda Baker, which I did not know he was his third highest paid safety in the league at $14.75 million. Bears safety Eddie Jackson, now number 4 at 14.6, and Titans safety Kevin Byard at 14.1 million, number 5, and Chiefs safety Tyrann Mathieu at 14 million, now number 6 overall. But I'm loving what Tyrann Mathieu brings to the table. Like I said, I kind of classify him as the number 1 safety in football. When we look at what Jamal Adams does so well, obviously the sacks, doesn't really have that many interceptions, doesn't really have that many pass defenses. He's just all over the field. We see last season he had 9.5 sacks. That's absolutely tremendous for the safety position. And when we kind of compare it to what he did with the Jets, once again, fit is everything, scheme is everything, finding the right team is everything. And he was solid with the Jets, obviously. But the sack numbers for the Jets, he had 2 his first year. He played all 16 games. He had 3.5 his second year. He played all 16 games. He had 6.5 in 2019 with the Jets and only 14 games. But then he only played 12 games because of a little bit of a nagging injury in the beginning of the season. He had 9.5 sacks in 12 games. That's absolutely fantastic. So hopefully the sky is the limit for this man, and he goes out and balls out. Like we said, doesn't really have that many interceptions and pass defenses. When we compare him, let's compare him to Tyrann Mathieu, and then we'll compare him to Justin Simmons as well, seeing what the other safeties are doing in comparison to Jamal Adams. Jamal Adams is not the prototypical regular safety. Like we said, these safeties are not getting 9.5 sacks a game or a season, folks. I think he led all safeties by a mile in that regard, and he was out even beating out some defensive linemen, defensive edge rushers, linebackers, all of that. This is what this man truly brings to the table. So let's see what Tyrann Mathieu's stats are looking like in comparison to Jamal Adams. We're going to talk about Tyrann Mathieu in a second. This is kind of why we bring him up. And like we said, we do believe that Tyrann Mathieu is the best safety in the league. So here we go. Tyrann Mathieu, obviously a couple more seasons played. He got in the league in 2013, 4 more seasons than Jamal Adams has. 3, 4, however you want to count it. So Tyrann Mathieu has 23 interceptions, while Jamal Adams only has 2 interceptions. That's really not Jamal Adams' game. Tyrann Mathieu has 23. But sacks, I mean, Jamal Adams has 21 and a half, and Tyrann Mathieu has 9. So even though these are both kind of roaming safeties and can be over anywhere on the field at any given moment, they, have different aspects to their game. So what do you kind of praise as better play for your team and your fit in your scheme overall? Do you want high interception numbers, or do you want kind of another big force that can rush the passer and bring that passer down in sacks? So once again, just 2 totally different kind of game styles, and we see that truly highlighted by these stats right here. Jamal Adams, 7 forced fumbles. Tyrann Mathieu, 4 forced fumbles. Jamal Adams, 4 fumble recoveries. And Tyrann Mathieu, 3. And we're talking about their entire career, folks. Tyrann Mathieu has 2 touchdowns, and Jamal Adams has 1. So comparison, just the big thing that stands out between these two is Tyrann Mathieu is a little bit more of a ball hawk than Jamal Adams. Now let's go to Justin Simmons, because Justin Simmons was the highest paid safety going into 2 days ago. So let's see how Jamal Adams stacks up to Justin Simmons here. Now, Justin Simmons and Jamal Adams pretty much came in the league at the same time. Jamal Adams in 2017, Justin Simmons in 2016. So these numbers really are all on kind of the same number of game basis, where Tyrann Mathieu a couple more games overall. So here we go. Jamal Adams, like we said, he's got 21 and a half sacks, and Justin Simmons only has 2. But Justin Simmons has 16 interceptions. Jamal Adams has 2. So once again, different play styles, still same position overall. Justin Simmons has no forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, and like we said, Jamal Adams has 7 forced fumbles and 4 fumble recoveries. Both only have 1 touchdown. So once again, just a different play style, and that's what the Seahawks are kind of going after. That's what they thought is best for their overall defense. They've got lockdown kind of pass defenders in the secondary. They just kind of want Jamal Adams to kind of do both. He's still able to kind of, have some solid pass defenses. Let's go to that quickly. Do they break down overall pass defenses? That is something I wanted to take a look at when we're comparing these two. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Pass defenses. So Justin Simmons has 37 pass defenses in his career. Let's get Jamal Adams' number up here. Jamal Adams has 28 pass defenses, so he's still getting it done. He's still, being a great safety when it's coming over the top and, the deep ball, a 50-yard bomb, still playing that kind of classic safety position. He's still able to kind of, break it up. That's great. I mean, a little less, like, what was it, 11 less than Justin Simmons pass defenses-wise, but it's still a nice number up there. He's just not kind of that ball hawk that is intercepting the ball. And, if you're getting sacks and, forcing kind of, them to punt because it's 3rd and 8, you send Jamal Adams, he gets a sack. Now it's, 4th and 20, 12-yard sack. Congratulations, Jamal Adams, on that. But you're still forcing a turnover regardless. So, and he can still lock up some good wide receivers back there. So fantastic. Let's quickly take a look at Budda Baker quickly, and then we'll end this segment and move on. But let's just see what Budda Baker, since he is the 3rd highest paid safety now, let's see how Jamal Adams stacks up against Budda Baker. And when did Budda Baker get in this league, folks? And why is this paid? Wow, 2017, just like Jamal Adams. Wow. Okay. I thought it was like 2018 and he got that big deal already. I was like, okay. So Budda Baker got paid off of his rookie deal. Congratulations. And Jamal Adams wants that same respect. And once again, the Seahawks organization did that. Congratulations. So here we go. Budda Baker, what do we got for him? He's only got 5.5 sacks for his entire career. He's got 5 forced fumbles. Jamal Adams has 7. Budda Baker has 4 fumble recoveries. Jamal Adams has 4 as well. And the interceptions, they both only have 2. So once again, Jamal Adams' just numbers overall are great compared to all these others while getting these sacks. Not the big interception numbers, but he's translating those interception numbers and just kind of substituting those for great sack numbers while also getting the great big pass defenses as well. Let's see what Budda Baker's pass defenses numbers are, and they're only at 20, and he was the 2nd highest paid safety in the league, folks. How crazy. So Jamal Adams truly deserves, in my opinion, to be highest paid. Do we say highest paid? I don't know if highest paid. I think truly Tyrann Mathieu should be the highest paid, but That's just how I see it. But yeah, second highest paid. I've got no problems with him being the highest paid safety in the league. But congratulations on Jamal Adams with the money. Hopefully he can keep up this level of play. Like we said, it's hard to maintain for more than like a 4-year stretch. We really kind of see that as really the maximum of just overall kind of A1 tier 1 talent in this league. It's hard to maintain great success for more than really a kind of a 4-year stretch. Now you can take like a 4-year stretch doing fantastic, and if you have great longevity in this league, playing like 8, 10, 12 seasons, great. That's great in the league. You can come back and do like another great 4-year stint. We've seen kind of, Big Ben do that. Tom Brady's been great for every single year, which he is the outlier. He is the exception to the rule. But we'll see if Jamal Adams, does he kind of take, we're going into season 5 with Jamal Adams now? Season 5. So we had that first kind of 4-year great stretch. Maybe if you want to count only 3 disregarding his rookie year, that's fine. But we're still kind of getting into that back end of that 4-year stretch. Does he take a couple of seasons and kind of has to readjust his game and then comes back, 1 season or 2 seasons later trying to recreate another 4-year stretch? We've seen it happen. But that 4-year stretch, that's kind of the number that we've been seeing here a lot when we're breaking down the numbers and the stats of everything. So we'll see if Jamal Adams truly lives up to all this money and continues to get better and continues to be a dominant force for this Seahawks team. And one last thing I want to point out quickly, because the Seahawks did get into the postseason last season, and they ended up getting bounced. Was this the wild card game, or was this the second round of the playoffs? I believe this was wild card. Wild card game. So wild card game, Seahawks, Rams, excuse me. Jamal Adams plays 100% of the snaps out there, and he had 3 pass defenses the entire regular season, and then he had 3 pass defenses in the playoff game. So once again, he's still getting it done as a safety. Had no sacks this game, unfortunately, but still being that kind of prototypical safety when you need him to do, with 3 pass defenses in the playoff game. So not bad there either. So he's still able to live up to that. So Jamal Adams, congratulations on the money, and we can't wait to see you work this season. All right, let's